The research in applying linguistics refers to the scientific investigation of how language is used in practical situations and development of theories, methods, and applications that can improve language teaching, intercultural communication, translation and interpretation, policy, language planning, and other fields. The goal is to use evidence based knowledge to enhance language learners' communicative competence and their ability to use language effectively in real world situations with a communicative, cognitive, sociocultural, and critical focus. Applied linguistics offers many areas of study and practical application in different fields such as psycholinguistics, sociolinguistics, pragmatics, language assessment, language teaching, translation and interpretation, and among others.
Qualitative research. The main objective here is to explore human and social issues. The methods are narrative, where we can find life stories, ethnographic research, which consists of being part of a cultural group, and the case study, which only focuses on one specific problem. The instruments here are observations, interviews, questionnaires designed with open ended questions. All this in order to obtain just subjective data. In sampling methods, we have snowball, theoretical, and purposive, which is the most common because it consists of selecting participants that meet a specific criteria. In research questions, we have two forms, central questions and associated sub-questions. In general, all these questions must be clear, specific, and include words like what or how. And finally, we have data analysis. This is the most difficult part because it includes coding, which is assigning labels to our collected data in order to facilitate the interpretation. In conclusion, qualitative research is a good option because it's flexible, so we can get a better understanding of a problem, since participants are allowed to express as much as they can. However, all that information is subjective, so we need to code, and that process takes too much time. So during that time, we might make mistakes, giving as result incorrect conclusions.
I am going to talk about quantitative research. Quantitative research is a systematic and empirical approach to research. The objective is to answer research questions through the collection and analysis of numerical and statistical data. Moreover, we can find the following methods. So research that involves collecting data from a sample individuals, experimental research, quasi-experimental research, correlational research that consists on examining the relationship between two or more variables, and descriptive research. Next, instruments to collect data. We have surveys, that is the formulation of questions to make easier for researchers to collect data. Interviews and observation that can be structural and structural. Also, document reviews that involve systematic analyzing the content of text and secondary data collected. To continue, sampling methods. We have two. Probability sampling, that is a method in which participants are randomly selected from a large population, and no probability sampling, that involves no random selection based on convenience. To continue, types of research questions. We have three: descriptive questions and comparative questions that aims to identify the difference between two or more groups, and finally, relationship-based research. To continue, data analysis. Quantitative analysis is powered by statistical analysis methods, so we have descriptive and inferential statistics. Finally, quantitative research offers several strengths, as greater objectivity in measurement, statistical analysis that allows the use of statistic techniques to make inference about the population, and also have some drawbacks, as limitation in the exploration of new ideas and risk of subjectivity in question formulation. Thank you.
Mixed methods are a combination of quantitative and qualitative approaches used in social research to better understand a particular phenomenon. They can be classified as sequential or concurrent and can include different techniques, such as surveys, interviews, and statistical data analysis. Mixed methods can address exploratory, descriptive, correlational, and causal research questions, each with its specific objective.
Finally, data analysis in mixed method research involves integrating and analyzing both quantitative and qualitative data collected in a study. It typically follows a systematic process to examine the relationships and names within the data. Moreover, mixed method research offers several strengths, as triangulation with responsibility on the conclusions, exhaustiveness, allows researchers to explore multiple dimensions. Despite these strengths, mixed method research also has some limitation as complexity. And another limitation is that the integration of quantitative and qualitative data can be difficult, especially when it comes to merging conclusions.